Italy is arguably the most culturally significant country on planet Earth. It gave us the Renaissance, which provided us with lots of lovely statues of naked people. Italy gave us the controversial non-stuffed crust pizza, but most importantly, it gave us the Fiat Panda. You would be forgiven for thinking that Italy's most iconic small car is the Fiat Cinquecento, the 500, but go to any of Italy's actual major cities, such as Rome or Florence, and you'll see quickly that the Panda is their biggest seller. It's just more rugged than the dainty little 500, and it's better suited to a life of bumper-to-bumper parking and a general attitude to crashes. This particular example of the Panda is the City Cross. It gets the rugged looks of the old 4x4 version, but it swaps out the four-wheel drive system for a more efficient front-wheel drive system. But I do just love how it's still got the red toe eyes at the front. Makes it look ready for any winter green lane action. Now, the best thing about this is actually the price. This one's a 2019 car of 18,000 miles on the clock. It's only 11 grand. If you want a small car with a hint of practicality, it's one of the better choices. One of the reasons the Panda is so popular in Italy is because it's really boxy, so you don't need parking sensors to judge your parallel parking. It's just a big flat back. The boot is actually all right as well for a small car. It's 255 litres. That's 50 litres bigger than the one on the Fiat 500, but it is slightly smaller than the Volkswagen Up's boot. But I like how you can flip the rear seats down in a 60-40 split to slide bigger things into your Panda. So it is reasonably practical for such a cute, small little car. At the start of this video, I was talking about ancient Italian history, and to be honest, the Panda is part of that heritage inside. It's been around since 2012, this version, and it feels like it. I've got basic analog dials, I've got an infotainment system that's not really going to do much other than play the radio for you. Do have a little phone cradle up here though, which is quite handy, and it's got a USB-A socket just underneath it, so you can put your phone up there and use Google Maps, and you've basically got CarPlay. Sort of. I've got lots of storage though. I've got this big bin up here for water bottles and things like that. I've got loads of cup holders down here, 1, 2, 3, 4 cup holders. I've got door bins which are a bit narrow, so you're only going to fit a small bottle of water in those. I've got a dinky little glove box there, which isn't huge, but by and large, it's fine. It's just covered in lots of these squircles, squares with circular round corners on them, and the weirdest handbrake I've ever seen. Bye-bye. Backseat space in the Fiat Panda is not that bene. I've got loads of headroom because of the boxy shape and the high roof. I've got space under the seat for my feet, but knee room is a bit of a squish. I am 6'3" though, that's in my driving position. I'd probably be okay for a quick trip to the local trattoria. You're not going to want to have 3 people in the back for very long though, because there's barely any middle seat space. And if you get the mild hybrid version, the battery for that system is under the passenger seat, so your left-hand passenger doesn't get as much footroom. My other niggle is the headrests. They're quite hard and they don't go up high enough for me, so it jabs into my vertebrae. It's not very nice. But I do get the nice brown pleather from the front seats extending back here, which does lift the ambiance a tiny little bit. So the interior quality is a bit of a fly in the Panda's carbonara, but how does it drive? Is it a beautiful Botticelli, or is it an angry man shouting "no photo" in the Sistine Chapel? It doesn't drive like any of those things, thankfully. It drives more like a big soft mountain of grated Parmesan. It is soft, it does roll about a lot in corners, but it's kind of part of its charm. It's soft, it soaks up bumps. It feels friendly, but my favourite bit of this one is the engine. I've got the 875cc twin air, that's a 2-cylinder engine with a turbo. It's got 90 horsepower and it feels quite pokey, it feels nice. 0 to 62 is about 11.5 seconds, but it feels faster than that because it only weighs a ton. It's a very light car. I really like driving this. However, there are a few niggles. At higher speeds it feels a little bit wallowy, and when the wind blows you can feel it getting pushed around a bit because it is light. Over really bumpy roads it does feel slightly lacking in body control. It hops about a bit. But the biggest drawback, other than the fact the steering also doesn't go in and out, so you have to sit like this, is something a bit more serious, and I'm going to have to stand in the door of the car to talk to you about that because it is serious and you do need to know about it if you're looking at buying a Fiat Panda. The big downside to the Fiat Panda's age Is it safety? Has it got automatic emergency braking? No. Has it got radar cruise control? No. Has it got lane departure warning? No, no, no. It does have airbags and ABS, but it also has a 0-star Euro NCAP rating from 2018. 0 stars. It's as bad as it can get. And it's got an especially poor score for child occupant protection. So it's just something to be aware of. Safety has moved on, but this old thing hasn't really. To sum up, the Panda is one of the most characterful small cars you can buy, but it's also got some alright refinements too. It's got a 6-speed gearbox, it gets more than 60 mpg with this twin-air engine, and it also sounds great as well. Obviously on the negative side, the interior quality is a bit plasticky, and obviously you have to go in with your eyes open regarding the safety, but I think it's a bit of a modern classic, especially in this slightly more rugged looking City Cross form. I think you should buy one and be part of the next renaissance. It's my impression of Michelangelo's David. Grazie mille for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit like, subscribe to Motorpoint YouTube channel, and watch one of our other recent used car videos, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao. Sorry for all the Italian bits.